Okay guys, welcome to MasterCAM course. In that lecture we're gonna talk about finishing toolpath. After the row of toolpath, actually when we focus on our row of toolpath, you're gonna see that there is some narrow area here, so it's not possible to enter in this area, because you know that when we select the 20 millimeter diameter and the width radius, of course, and we cannot see any toolpaths here. So that's why we cannot create exactly finishing toolpaths for this area. So that's why before that we can create some, and maybe it will be better for us to create some and remachining process. So when I am focused here, actually we can easily, and actually which area we should select. Actually, when we focus on here, so I can easily create some contour toolpath. Okay, so that's why I just need to create an extra boundary here. So I'm gonna focus on the 25, and then after that I'm gonna turn to wireframe and curve on the edge options. So when I am focused here, I'm just gonna select this one, this one, and this one. You know that it is and can be difficult when we work on the face. We need to select our face and drag the edge of the face to be able to create our our boundary. So I'm gonna focus here, 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 and here. After that, it's not need to be keep going on this way. I'm gonna turn to this way and this way and this way. Okay, and let me focus on this area and this area, and then I'm gonna focus on this edge and this edge. Okay, but when we focus on this side, and yeah, there can be some problem here. So that's why I'm gonna keep going on this way. So we just need to create an extra line here. But that's not so important. Okay, so to create our boundary and can be difficult most of the time, but if you intend to create and good toolpath, you need to focus on your boundary. The boundary is actually quite important. You can focus here, here. We can also focus here, here, and here. Okay, that's perfect. And after that, actually, we can turn to the 2D and we can select all the face edges here by using the boundary options maybe. And then let me focus on this area. And this one. And this one and this one. And then everything seems fine. And after that, I just need to transform and the project options. Maybe we should also use the move options here. Okay, that's fine. You're gonna see there's some problems here. And then let me handle this stuff here. I'm gonna start from here to here. Actually, that part is quite important when I use the endpoint of this part and this part. Okay, so let me check my boundary. To be able to check my boundary, I'm gonna create some and flat face, but actually that's not so good. You're gonna see there's some problems here. Actually, and when we focus on the single approach and select this one, let me create, yeah, this one. And this is actually because of my face, so I can delete them and I can create starting from here to here. And then we can turn to here to create my face. And then we're gonna see another problem here. Maybe we should also delete this one. Okay, let me check by using the top view actually. Let me turn to the right view. So, oops. Sorry about that. I just need to turn to the automatic selection. We can select my boundary and use the right mouse button and then right curve. We can turn to the top view and then you're gonna see that's kind of boundary options here. And let's turn to the flat boundary. When I am select my flat boundary, actually, you're gonna see there's some problems here. I can delete this line and then we can create another curve here. When we turn on this one, actually, we're gonna also see there's some problems here. Okay, we need to create extra approach here. You know that because of my face, and it can be difficult for us to create our boundary. So to be able to solve that problem, actually, I'm gonna turn back to the top view, as you can see here, and then I'm gonna start from here. Let me turn to the wireframe, point, and point segment options. And then actually as a distance, we can write 0.25 2 millimeters, or maybe we should use and 0.1 millimeters here, and then we can create our point, and then we're gonna hit that button, and then after that we just need to select all that point like this one. I'm gonna focus on this edge, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one, this one, this one, and this one. And then let me focus on this area. And we can select this one and this one. Okay, everything seems fine. After that, let me turn back to right view again. So we can turn to here. And after that process, actually, we're gonna focus on select all entities options. You're gonna focus on here. So we can select here, select only point entities options, and then we can select here. You're gonna see that, and all our curve is not selected. So after that, we can use the right mouse button, and we can hit the level options, and then we can send all my points to the level here, and then we can turn to the level options. We can make them unselect. We can turn to the front view again, and then we can get rid of these properties, and then we're gonna select all my lines. After that, we can delete all that curve, and then we can bring all my points here, and then we can focus on the top view again. And then let me focus anywhere in my curve, and then I can create an automatic spline here. This is the spline automatic options. So I need to select my first point, my second point, and my last point. And then that's it. We're gonna see our spline is created. Okay, it's created like this. And after that, actually, we can also turn back to the front view here, and we can hit here, select only point options, and then we're gonna create our window, and then we can delete all the points. And after that, when we turn to the flat face, when we select our boundary, and then it's gonna create it automatically like this. So this is the best way to create your boundary actually. Okay, let me create my toolpath. I'm gonna use the right mouse button, mill toolpath, surface finish, and contour toolpath. So after that, we can select all my face. It's not important. And then I'm gonna turn to the boundary. So I'm gonna select my boundary here, and I'm gonna hit the OK button. After that, we can create our new tool. While we are creating our new tool, actually, I'm gonna create 8 millimeter and the ball nose tool, and then I'm gonna create my feed rate, my cutting speed. After that, this is my retract and the fit plane and the obsolete clearance plane 5 millimeter. And then maybe we should also left and 0.1 millimeter for an scallop finishing process. And then I can turn here to be able to organize my maximum step down and conventional machining and the zigzag method. We can also hit the optimize cut order options. And then we can also prefer to use high speed and the transaction with my toolpath. And then cut depths, we're gonna hit here and then we're gonna make them 0. And this is gonna be, and gap setting can be distance. And then I'm gonna hit the OK button to calculate my contour toolpath. And then that's it. We're gonna see our toolpath is calculated like this. Maybe it's also possible to create some and roughing process for here. You're gonna see that our and contour toolpath is not enough. So before our roughing process, maybe we should also create some roughing process for and this area. I'm gonna hit the mill toolpath and surface rough and surface rough, and we can also hit the pocket toolpath. Then we can select all the face here, and then we can select our boundary. This is my boundary. And then we can select new tool here. And with the next button, it can be 10 millimeter and 2 millimeter radius maybe. That can be my feed rate and my cutting speed. And then this is quite similar. And it can be 0.5 millimeter for and contour toolpath. This can be and 0.75 millimeter for and my and semi-finishing process. It can be conventional machining and it can be 0. We can organize our gap setting like this, and we can also hit the optimize cut order options, and we can easily select that as a 40% of my tool diameter. We can hit this one to create inside to outside, and then we're gonna hit the calculate button. And according to this perspective, actually, we need to give some entry point. I'm gonna hit the origin, and then my toolpath is gonna be calculated. Okay, and my semi-finishing process is also calculated like this. After that, this is my roughing, and this is gonna be my finishing process. Okay, thank you very much.